right, well, welcome back to the Wayback Chronicles podcast. Pick 5. Well, I was about to say pick 6. Pick 5 contest. Week 8. Holy cow. Man, we are deep into the season at this point. So what you got for us, Steve?
Yeah, well, just 7 weeks left in the regular season for college football, which is sad. But anyway, a lot of great games. Y'all ready to hear the lineup for week 8?
Fire away, man.
All righty. So some really cool games. First game is two perennial powerhouses, Penn State at Ohio State, both ranked teams as we speak. Keith, we'll start with you this time. Penn State at Ohio State. Who do you have?
So it's at Ohio State. Is that
Right.
correct?
Yep.
Man, this is going to be a good game. I'm going to have to pick Ohio State for the home field advantage. They're both great programs. I think home field is going to give them the up.
Yeah. I agree with you. And by the way, both of these schools, I'd love to go see a game in their stadium.
Me too.
Because, I mean, they're on that bucket list of places to go see a college football game for
Absolutely.
sure. But I'll agree with you, Keith. Ohio State is my pick for this game. Noel, who do you have?
Yep, I think it's gonna be unanimous for the Wayback Chronicles podcast for Ohio State. So they're just gonna
perfect
take it to Penn State.
Yeah, very good. So I'll kick off the next game, and this game should be, I think, a crazy good game. Utah at USC. So USC is showing a few kinks in their armor the last few games, and Utah has been steady, borderline dominant for most of the season. It was crazy to think about the idea of Utah going to USC to win a game, but that's exactly what I think is going to have happen. I think Utah is going to win this game, so they're my pick.
There you go.
Gotcha.
What do you have?
I'm going to pick USC. I was impressed. I can't remember. It was a few weeks ago, like week 5, I think. They were playing, they were playing Colorado. Did I remember that right?
Yep.
And I mean, they held off a Colorado team that was coming storming back. It looked like, but they held them off and won that game. And I don't know. I just that for some reason that game sticks in my mind. But I'm going to pick USC over Utah.
All right, very good. Keith, who do you have?
Well, I'm actually going to go contrary on this one. And the reason I am is because I'm thinking that after the hype of USC Notre Dame, next week is going to be a downer for USC. So because, that's going to be a really pivotal game really for USC and Notre Dame, I think. And so I think the next week will be a lull for them and maybe a speed bump. So I'm going to pick Utah.
All right. Very good. Right. 2 votes for Utah this week. All right. Number 3 game. We'll go to you, Noel, and that's Baylor at Cincinnati.
I watched Cincinnati. I haven't watched the whole Baylor game yet, except when they played Tech a couple weeks ago. But other than that, I haven't really seen them play very much. Haven't been too impressed. But I'm impressed with Cincinnati, so I'm gonna pick Cincinnati over Baylor.
Okay. All right, Keith, who do you have?
I will pick Baylor over Cincinnati. I don't think at least for the first part of the season, I haven't seen the new interest of the Big 12 dominate so far. So I'm going to stay with the whole home group and stick with Baylor. Okay. They had a heck of a comeback against UCF, and I think that's swinging them in the right direction a couple of weeks ago, right? So
yeah. I mean, if you really look at the Baylor story for the season and the Texas Tech story, both their teams that are getting better. Both coaches are figuring out the recipe to win. This is a tough matchup though for Baylor to go up to Cincinnati and probably won't see a whole lot of green and gold sitting up in that stand.
Probably not.
My gut tells me that this is Cincinnati's game. I think it's going to be a great game, but I'm going to pick Cincinnati to win.
All right.
All right. And Keith, this next one's yours. Is Hawaii at New Mexico.
Oh Lord, talk about two teams I know hardly nothing about.
Yeah.
No kidding.
I know New Mexico State beat New Mexico a couple of weeks ago, or I think that's what happened. I'm almost positive. So I'm with that in mind, I'm going to pick Hawaii.
Okay. All right. So we had Hawaii featured earlier in this Pick 5 season against UNLV, and they got crushed by UNLV. And by the way, New Mexico doesn't have a whole lot to brag about, but offense appears to be a little bit stronger. So I think I'm going to take New Mexico to win this game.
Yeah, it's a home field advantage for them too. Probably helps.
Yeah, sure is. No, who do you have?
I'm going to pick New Mexico as well. I don't know much about either team, but when in doubt, pick the home team. So
yeah, agreed.
Hawaii's way, way, way away from home too.
Yeah, they'll be playing like 4 a.m. on there.
Yeah, it really will be. It really will be. Not that college kids need much sleep anyway, but
right.
No,
I'm just going to pick New Mexico. So
good call.
Makes you wonder if when a team travels from Hawaii to what mountain time zone?
Yeah.
So if they arrive a day or two earlier than they normally would, just to acclimate.
How does
You'd
that
think
work
that every
classes?
single time they'd have to do that almost. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's got to be awesome for a college athlete to go to Hawaii for a game.
No kidding.
God, we got to go to Hawaii.
Yeah. Doggone it.
I still have not forgiven Texas for beating Nebraska my senior year because if Nebraska was so dominant and they were playing them in the Big 12 championship, all Nebraska had to do was just beat Texas, and then we would have gone to the Aloha Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Senior year, free trip to Hawaii, doesn't get much better than that.
No doubt.
And then Nebraska loses. I'm like, I'm not supposed to go to Hawaii.
Where did we go instead?
Not meant to happen.
Oh, I think we went to Arizona, if I remember correctly, Copper Bowl.
Yeah.
So, all right. It's almost as good.
Yeah.
Hawaii. Yeah, it's kind of there.
Desert, no greenery.
Yeah.
Ocean greenery. I mean,
yeah. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
So I'll take the final game, and that is Mississippi at Arkansas.
It's Mississippi State or Mississippi?
I'm sorry. Yeah, Mississippi State. Sorry. Thank you. Mississippi State at Arkansas. Sort of a challenging season so far in the wake of losing Coach Leach for Mississippi State. They've had some nice wins, also some struggles. Got ripped up pretty good by Alabama a few weeks back. I think this is, again, one of those games where home field advantage matters, and so I'll take Arkansas to win this one. Noel, who do you have?
I have picked Mississippi State. I don't know. I'm just not that impressed with Arkansas. I don't know why. I just not that impressed with them. So I'm going to pick Mississippi State to win this one.
Okay, very good. And Keith, wrap us up.
Yeah, both of these teams, I'm kind of with Noel. They're kind of stuck in the mud in the SEC. You don't know what to expect with either one of these teams for either day. I think I'm going to go with home field advantage though and pick Arkansas.
Okay,
I think that's the only thing that differentiates the two for me.
Yeah, very good. Well, nice job, guys. That is the week 8 games for the Pick 5 Challenge. Again, just a reminder to all our listeners to visit our Facebook page to have access to the link for all the games. Don't forget to check back to see how you did. And then also to see the season point total updates that usually get updated by end of day on Monday following the Pick 5 weeks. So,
thanks for all the work you're doing on that, by the way.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, good job, Steve.
By the way, SurveyMonkey, which has made my life easier than how we used to do it in the past, which was purely Excel spreadsheet after Excel spreadsheet. So thank you, SurveyMonkey.
That's good.
They'll sponsor us.
But, good stuff. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Add them to
the Pick 5 Challenge brought to you by SurveyMonkey.
Hey, that would be so nice. Cool.
Yeah.
So you asked in the last pick 5 who the states are that haven't downloaded us yet, and believe it or not, there's more than I thought. So, and we just mentioned Hawaii, so jerks. Hawaii doesn't listen. Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota, and Nebraska, Arkansas, West Virginia, Maryland, Rhode Island, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So we've got quite a few states that aren't. We've got every other state and tons of countries, but yeah, there's quite a few that aren't. Pretty wild.
That is surprising.
Those states that were missing are also the states that are known for missing a lot of teeth.
That's true. They probably don't have internet up there. So
yeah.
you think about those states haven't listened, but the UK has, Canada, Germany, Romania, Mexico, Netherlands, Albania, Italy, Saudi Arabia, Brazil, France, Honduras, Malta, Turkey, Australia, Algeria, India, Iran, Jordan, Tanzania, the Virgin Islands, South Africa, all have listened, but those states haven't.
Who in Iran do you think's listening to us?
I don't know.
The Ayatollahs sit around and listen to the podcast.
That's right.
They're all sitting around.
How do you figure they come up with their bets for the college games?
Yeah,
how they do it.
You're welcome.
So, you're right. You're welcome.
I would listen to it if I were an Ayatollah in Iran.
I mean, Herb Street does. Why not?
Yeah,
he does.
So,
how is Kirk doing, Noel?
He's doing good. Yeah, he wanted me to tell you guys hello, and
awesome.
he's told him about your baked ziti, Steve, and he's a big ziti guy, as you know.
Yeah.
Kirk is that guy. Every time I see him, he's first time I met him he was eating ziti.
Yeah,
no kidding.
I mean, yeah, gosh, ziti is.
It's the food that binds us.
Yeah. Yes, ziti is really needy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Booyah.
Sorry. Well, man,
should have thought that one, not said it, man.
I know. I need that old man filter to get reinstalled.
Yeah,
it's getting bad.
Yeah, that thing's broken.
Yeah, it's
none of us have one that works right anymore.
That's truth.
That's for sure. Well, enjoyed it, fellas. Again, thanks, Steve, for doing all of these and populating. And please subscribe, listen to us, listen to our episodes. We've got some great material coming out in between the pick 5s as well. So don't forget that we are Waybackers for a reason. So we appreciate the pick 5 times, though. This is fun. This has been a great, fun season. So thanks again, Steve. And we'll talk to everybody on the next episode.
Later, everybody.
See you, buddy. Good luck.
Thanks for listening to the Wayback Chronicles. All shows are written and produced by Noel, Keith, and Steve. Massive thanks to those who made these memories possible for us through the years. All songs, sounds, and effects have been attributed in the comments section and through links listed on waybackchronicles.podbean.com. We look forward to taking you way back again in the very near future.